Well, hi guys.
Hey guys. Wondering if everyone is recovered from Thanksgiving.
Oh my gosh. I am so still I feel like I'm still tired. I'm not caught up with everything. I mean, look at me. I'm like,
Yeah.
like I definitely look like a situation.
Well, I'm really jealous because I actually was in my workout outfit just a second ago and I threw this on because I was afraid you were going to show up all dressed up.
When do I ever show up dressed
I don't
up?
know. Like
Never.
in my head, I thought you were going to show up like head to toe ready for our podcast, looking dazzling. And I was like, oh shoot. I literally threw makeup on. I was just,
Cam, you're the one that's always looking dazzling. I'm like, I'm either a hot mess or I'm decked out,
Oh, I didn't want to embarrass you. So I was like, okay, I'll get ready and look nice.
No, well, now I'm embarrassing you. But oh my gosh, the holidays, I had a great Thanksgiving. It was actually really nice. All my kids came in town,
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, and it was so nice.
Everyone was under one roof.
Everyone was under one roof.
Oh,
my
I
ex-husband,
love that.
Eduardo, he came over and we had a ham, turkey, everything. So we all just kind of hung out at home.
Okay, wait, who cooked? Did you cook or did you cater?
So I catered the big things like the ham. I ordered the honey baked ham.
Good. Okay.
And I ordered this amazing turkey.
Yeah.
But then it was really nice because then me and my daughters all cooked like the cream corn and the mashed potatoes and the green beans and all of that.
Oh, I love
we all
that.
kind of got together in the kitchen and made it together.
Okay, I love that. Well, I didn't cook a thing. Not one thing.
Okay, I don't feel so bad.
I did not cook one thing. Okay. My mother-in-law, well, I catered. Okay. But then my mother-in-law brought 10 things over and completed the catering situation. And yeah. So, and then my whole family came over. My parents, they're over here. My parents officially are in Dallas. So I'm so excited.
So happy for you.
I know, but I'll get into it. They have some moving truck drama, by the way. But my, brother-in-law was with us, my sister, her husband, her kids, and my parents, and of course, Court and his mom. So it was so much fun. And the cousins all played and it was just so great. It was so special. And it was the first Thanksgiving I've ever had in my new dining room.
Oh, that's right.
I know, because last Thanksgiving we had to eat off of our patio furniture because we did not have a dining room table yet because it was
wasn't the weather
designed.
So beautiful?
Oh my God, it was so pretty. Yeah. Oh, and then we played flag football. Well, it ended up being tackle. Okay, I swear it was. So we did the Giants against the Hobbits.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we call Kurt's family the Hobbits by choice. They decided they want their family named the Hobbits.
I mean,
okay, it's by choice.
That's like short people.
They're just shorter, yeah. But they love being called the Hobbits. It's their whole thing. Okay. So attack me all you want, but that's what they want to be called. They love it. They're shorter than us. We're giants and we're ridiculously tall, and that's just how it is. Okay. And my family were
so wait. So which one of your kids was in the
Hilton
Hobbits?
Went over the Hobbits. So the teams ended up, my nephew, he got to draft with Hilton, and Hilton, her first draft was daddy. Okay. Of course. So then of course I was one of the last people to get drafted. My son Cruz got drafted, who doesn't play sports, before myself. And I was wait a minute. I was this is not fair. No one wanted me on their team, but I was drafted to the Giants. And so we ended up taking home the trophy. And it was a big situation for Court's family because they were really upset. They don't like to lose.
Well, I bet you Hilton was not happy about that.
So they got really upset. There was lots of tension at the table.
Really?
Oh yeah. And they were until next year. And they said the reason why they lost is because they didn't get enough speed room to run fast. I'm well,
we didn't have it either.
The ball above their head, but the thing is, they were trampling me. Whenever I had the ball, I thought they were gonna bulldoze me through the bush. They were so aggressive, and I said, I thought this is
fun
flag. I didn't think you were gonna actually tackle. Okay,
did they actually tackle you?
They were charging me they were. And like Court and his brother were like flying in the grass. They were covered in grass. And I'm like, if you guys say this is like flag football, why are you covered in grass right now?
Yeah, no.
No, they were really rough.
Are you going to play next year?
So I'm like scared. I'm going to come in next year with pads. Okay. And they said we're going to play at the park next time to have more space in the front yard. But if you drove up and saw the cones in my front yard, there's like little orange cones. It's from the football game. But my sister made the last touchdown for our team. She's real sporty.
Okay.
She was in like every sport you can imagine at every varsity team. Like she was very sporty growing up.
So she took the trophy.
She took home a trophy for us. And I will rub it in all year.
I love it.
Who brought home the trophy this year? And it's going to drive Court nuts.
Oh my gosh. I love it. Well, you guys definitely did a lot more like adventure stuff. We didn't. We were just like...
You did family cooking though.
We did family cooking and then we, ate and then we all sat around and just talked and we watched the Cowboys game.
Yeah, we watched the Cowboys game too.
Oh my God, that was a game.
Okay, that game went on forever. I got kind of annoyed because the screaming went on in my house like nonstop.
Oh, and no, but it was a game, especially at the end, was insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
I didn't watch
Overtime.
the game. I just like drank margaritas and walked back and forth.
I was watching. I was like, "Are you kidding me right now?" And then went to overtime, and then they lost. It was.
So did all the kids watch the football game with you? Are they all into it?
Yes, even Isabella. We were all watching the game and everything else. So we had a great Thanksgiving, and it was actually great. I mean, of course, we ate so much, and not only did we eat, we had like tons of like oh my gosh, desserts. And I mean, and it went so for the whole day that then, we're like so full. So then we waited to have pies and apple pie and then this other pie and all of that. And well, and talking about all the dessert and food, we have Quip as one of our sponsors today, which I, want to tell everybody that I am like so excited about it. Yeah. And actually right now, they're having one of their, best sales of the year. And I
love a good sale.
I know. And you know what? I like after, all the Thanksgiving food and all the sweets and right now, especially with the holidays and everybody's doing things. I mean,
all the sugary treats.
Yeah. I mean, if you're looking for any cool presents, like to give your kids, like on your stocking stuffers or anything like that, Quip would be a perfect present because it's like a toothbrush that is like automatic and you earn rewards from it. And then you can entice your kids by, earning rewards and, and all kinds of stuff. I mean, Quip just has so many amazing benefits. And I love that it has the vibrations every 30 seconds, and it's just like, I don't know, it's very lightweight. I mean, it's great to travel with because he has all these cases. I mean, it's just like a great gift for the holidays that I'm actually really like, obsessed with. So anyway, it made me think about it because with all the food and desserts and everything else, I'm just really, really want to give everybody out there a little idea for your stocking stuffers for your kids because you give them a present and it's actually great for their health and then they can add points and rewards. And
that's a great stocking stuffer.
And Quip doesn't only have toothbrushes, they have mouthwash, they have toothpaste, floss, just everything. I'm really obsessed. It's my new little gadget that I love.
One thing I love about Quip too is I noticed when you're brushing, other bristles sometimes don't get all the dirt out, but Quip, I'm telling you, it like gets the food stuck out of your teeth really fast.
No, I know.
And I'm like obsessed with mine. So I just had to add that in there, guys.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to go ahead and get Quip, you guys need to go and get Quip on getquip.com/Kam and Kary right now. On top of their holiday savings, you'll get your first refill free. That's your refill free and up to 40% off bundles at getquip.com/Kam and Kary. Spelled GETQUIP.com/Kam and Kary. Quip, the good habits company.
So happy shopping, guys. And
happy shopping.
Yeah, on that note, I mean, so yes, been eating like crazy. We had dessert and we took a break. And I mean, it was just a really nice Thanksgiving. And then, obviously after all that, like have all my kids in town, spending time with everybody. It's been a busy weekend.
Really
and then
busy.
I'm leaving Wednesday morning to Miami to Art Basel.
Oh my goodness.
And I never been.
Yeah.
Ever. And
that's going to be so fun.
I know.
I've never been either. I heard it's so much fun and so many fun events. Yeah. You have like lots of fun events lined up.
Oh my God. I have so many like this VIP party for that and parties and yacht.
Yeah.
You know, events. And
so are there so for the parties, are they mostly private parties? Or are they like usually artist parties? Like how does it work? I've never been, so I don't really know.
I have no idea. Like I'm just getting like invitations, but I don't know like what are the good parties? What are not the good parties? Like I don't even know like what parties I'm gonna go to or like I'm trying to figure it all out. So and you know, I've been so busy today that I haven't even had a chance to think about Miami. Right. So tonight
and
I'm going to be
outfits.
And all the outfits. And you know how I like to travel with a lot of suitcases.
Yeah. Kary travels with like a one suitcase, like a carry-on for a week. And I'm like, what are you going to wear? It's like, she's like, you must be like Mary Poppins where things just like automatically appear out of the bag or something because my one shoe takes up half of a carry-on. My one shoe.
No,
I got big feet.
But that is a funny thing. I don't know how I do it because people like, they really do. They're like, carry on. And then they see me with all these different outfits. And they're like, how do you pack all of that in your suitcase?
I don't understand it.
I mean, so.
It stresses me out when like, I can't get my stuff in a suitcase, but other people can get in a carry-on. I'm like, what's wrong with me?
Well, I know what's wrong with you.
My shoes.
No, right? No. I know what's wrong with you.
What?
You
know what's wrong with me. Okay.
Yes, I'm going to tell you exactly what's wrong with your packing situation.
Good.
Okay. First of all, I can guarantee you because I've seen it. Okay.
Yeah.
That you wear probably 30 or 40% of the stuff you bring.
Okay.
You don't wear everything. Number two is.
But don't you have to have an extra outfit?
What number two is no, you don't. You can shop.
But what happens if like you get layover?
I always buy stuff. You can shop. There's stores everywhere. Everywhere.
Okay.
I was already in Saint Tropez for a whole week with no suitcase, and I bought everything.
No, a whole week with no suitcase.
Yes, because the airline lost it.
No.
Yes, a whole week. Okay.
Wow, that happened once to me at the Olympics.
Exactly. You survived.
Yeah.
You buy clothes.
Yeah. It was really hard to find clothes that fit my body. So you're like a more common size. I'm really tall. So to find pants to fit my body, it's like very rare. Very rare.
Well, yeah, I mean, you do have the problem. The other problem you have is that you are such a perfectionist.
Yeah.
And you want.
You think I am? I'm a perfectionist?
Yeah.
You never thought I was.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? You want a different shoe and a purse to go with every one of your outfits. Like you do.
But
like,
it's on the hardware. Like the hardware doesn't match every shoe.
And you know what? No one is going to notice what kind of shoe I'm wearing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how many people are going to notice? So when I travel, this is what I do.
But don't you have some shoes you can't wear for more than 2 to 3 hours?
No, I can't wear all my shoes for like...
so some shoes that are like designer tennis shoes give me blisters. So I have to have like backups in case they act up.
I make sure I take my tennis shoes that I can walk a lot with if I'm going to do like certain things like that. So what I try to do is I try to pack neutral shoes that kind of go with most of my outfits. So I don't take a shoe for a different outfit. But I mean, I am going to take a pair of tennis shoes, a pair of like booties or a pair of high heels. Like I'm going to take a couple shoes, but I'm going to like mix and match with most of it.
Okay.
And same with my
jackets.
With my purse.
Okay.
Like I have all these purses, yes. But you know what? I'm going to bring a purse that pretty much, I'm going to bring one day purse and one evening purse.
Okay.
And that's it. And I'm going to wear that evening purse because, I'm not going to be seeing the same people every night. I'm going to bring a cool purse that I can just wear with everything,
Right.
So I'm just kind of like a more, like, I don't know.
Go with the flow.
No, but I mean, if I'm going to travel, I want it easy. I don't want to like, but you want to, oh my God, I'm going to this thing. So you want a different purse
jacket,
every night.
Matches
a different jacket.
Outfits.
You want different shoes. So
So I need to buy more neutral colored shoes then. Because my problem is my shoes are not all suitable for every outfit.
Yes.
That's my problem.
That's your problem. See, I mean, a great pair of like really cool beige shoes. Like I have a couple like really cool Valentino and they're like cream color beige, like with really cool studs. Like they're cool shoes and I can wear them with so many outfits and they're going to all look good.
Match with everything.
Or like for the evening, like a really great pair of black shoes for the evening.
Okay.
That you can wear like in New York with all your I mean,
Yeah.
you wear a lot of pink, so you can just think of a pair of shoes that's gonna wear.
And I'm not pink today.
I know, I can't believe it.
Well, it's because I wore this for my little boy, everyone, because it has pugs on it. It's pugs. I wore it for him because he's pug obsessed. So
yeah, no, I love it. So yeah, I mean, so you just like, that's the thing, you know, like I just try to pack to be like more like, I don't want, and after that time that happened to me, like I think I really have PTSD from like my airline losing my whole suitcase.
Right.
And I was like freaking out because, you know, a lot of our shoes, a lot of our bags, we cannot replace them.
What airport were you going to when they lost your suitcase?
So I was going in London to Nice.
Ooh, okay.
On British Airways.
About that one.
So yes, and it was for a whole week.
Did you check in on the curb or at the front desk?
No, I checked in Dallas.
At the front desk?
All the way to Nice.
Or the curb?
No, at the front desk.
Oh, okay.
So, but it can happen at any time, right? So after that, I was like, so now I try to do like a carry-on, and then a duffel carry-on, and in the duffel carry-on, I try to bring my purses and all my stuff, and then the bags, I try to pack everything.
I carry my jewelry and my purses in my carry-on. Yeah, that's what I usually do, because that way you don't have to worry about it, you know, yada yada.
Yeah, and for example, if I'm gonna go to Europe or skiing, that I do need to like check a bag. So what I'll do is I'll bring a carry-on with all my main things and my outfits for like the first couple nights and pajamas and everything else that I can survive. Oh. And then I check everything else. That way, if I lose it, sometimes takes a couple days to get. Yeah. And if I don't, I don't have to completely freak out, and I have a little time to figure out my rest of the week with clothes. Right. So I still always bring a carry-on, my bag and stuff like that.
That makes sense. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that makes sense.
So anyway, so that's my thing. I mean, so busy going to Miami. I'm sure everybody's going through.
Did you get your Christmas ornaments out and like tree yet?
No, because you know, my daughter Isabella is adamant that we do a live Christmas tree. Oh. So since we've been doing a live Christmas tree her whole life, I was like, you know what? I need to get the Christmas tree right after Miami. Yeah. Because if not, the Christmas tree will be dead by Christmas.
Well, and that's my problem too. It's like we used to do a live Christmas tree, and I wanted it early, and it would be like literally on its last leg the week of Christmas, and it would like almost catch on fire. I swear, it was so brittle. And I was always so nervous. But one day I surprised Court with a fake tree. He did not like that surprise. We got in a huge fight. He told me I stole Christmas. I was like the Christmas Grinch. Okay. He was so upset. It was like all his like childhood dreams were like coming down on him, that it was literally not a real tree.
Okay, that's gonna be Isabella. She's obsessed with the live Christmas trees because she likes to go pick it out. And since we've been doing this since she was born, now I was gonna do and she's like, no, it has to be live. Yeah. So now I have this issue. Yeah. Because I wanted to buy, you know, a fake Christmas tree and just have it early, get out of the way. Yeah. No, so my house doesn't even look like Christmas yet because I have to
wait for the tree.
I have to wait for the tree, and I cannot do it too early.
I grew up. Or it'll be dead. Well, so my problem is I had a real tree always growing up. We never had fake trees, but my parents wouldn't get the real tree until the week before Christmas. Okay. And then they would keep it up through New Year's and all the way like through January. But for me, I wanted to be around the tree. And so it would like crush me that I only really could be around the tree for like a short period of time before I had to go back to school or like whatever was going on. And I was always like so jealous when people could be around their tree for like a full month. Yes. Like I was like, oh, I want it so bad. I want a fake tree so I can have it up for 2 months. Okay, well, guess what? I got that fake tree and it's up. And it's up. It's up. And I'm enjoying it.
And you know the other thing I do?
Makes me feel cozy.
That I've been doing with all my kids forever? I don't put one present under the tree.
Really?
Until Christmas Eve.
Really? And then you put them all under.
And they're all under. So in the morning when they wake up, it's like they're all there. That. You know, instead of them kind of start looking, they're growing. Yeah. But it's a lot of work for me.
Yeah. Well, and then where do you put all the gifts?
Well, normally
I got snoopers in my house.
Well, me too. So in my other house, you know, we had a huge attic, and I hid them and stuff like that. So right now, I don't know. Like I think I have a lock in my office. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna have to start hiding them all there.
Yeah. So I used to go and touch the gifts and shake them. Same. And figure out what's inside.
Listen, that's why I decided not to put anything out. Yeah. Until that night, and then everybody's like super surprised. So.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love it. Well, yeah, I was actually really stressed earlier today, and I actually have like kind of a little relief, but I was planning to go to New York and I was like really excited. And then I just heard that, New York has like this big safety emergency right now.
Yeah, state of emergency.
The new virus. And so
Ah.
I freaked out. So now I'm not going to New York and I'm like really upset. But now I was literally after this, I was going to go find all these fun outfits. I'm like, well, I don't have any place to go now. So now I'm just going to stay in Dallas and, do fun holiday stuff here, I guess.
I know. I can't believe it. I mean,
no shopping for me today.
I know. I mean, and I was actually kind of reading about it, and I was actually so funny because I was talking to actually Preston earlier today, and he was helping me. This is our assistant.
Yes.
And I was telling him that I had a feeling that everything was going to start getting shut down again.
Yeah, really.
Because I heard that
hope it doesn't
South Africa,
happen.
Europe. I think it is.
Oh,
It's coming.
God, I'm scared.
It's coming. Do you have any other trips coming up?
No, that's the only thing till after Christmas. But we have a Christmas trip like that. We have a credit like in the Bahamas. We have a credit in Bahamas and from last year because their hotel got shut down. We have this credit. We've been dying to use this credit because we're like,
So wait, when are you supposed to go?
Like after Christmas,
Like the
sometime
day-
after Christmas.
The day after Christmas?
Sometime. I don't remember. I have to check my
Like for New
dates.
Year's or after New Year's?
I have to look. I don't ever book the trips. I have to look. I don't ever book the trips. I just show up and I look fabulous.
Oh my gosh. See, I book all the trips.
No, I don't book any trips.
Yes.
I don't book any trips. I literally just show up and I get the dates. And then I have to beg my husband sometimes give me the dates and he plans everything. He's like the traveler and he's literally a travel agent. Sometimes he plans things so much where I like don't get a break. So sometimes like trips are like working.
That was me. Like, so, I mean, I'm telling you right now, oh my gosh, if me and Cord were married.
Yeah. You'd be like traveling around the world.
Oh, we would.
You'd already be on a boat. Like he would love to like sail around the world and live like a gypsy.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
Like we would be like on a boat.
He doesn't need
like
stuff.
Like I'd be like, okay, let's bring a home, whatever teacher, home tutor.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, that would be his dream.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mine too.
That'd be his dream. He's like, why do we have stuff? We don't need stuff. There's no reason for you to gather. I'm like, no, I have this natural instinct to gather. You didn't hear the gathering instinct apparently because you're not as crazy about gathering. I mean, you do shop, but I have this like.
What do you mean gathering?
Like gathering, like women, we naturally like to gather for our hut, like the olden days when the women would like get the leaves and we would, create the hut.
So what is your gathering, Kameron?
Life,
like
right?
you're gathering purses and shoes?
Yes. It's a natural instinct.
Is that your gathering?
That's my gathering. I'm not gathering leaves anymore for my hut. Okay. It's like my ancestors have taught me that I need to gather. Yeah. So I always laugh at one of my friends because her family owns department stores. And I always laugh because I'm like, your family definitely got the gathering gene. Okay. Because they gather so much stuff for their department stores.
So you don't gather like groceries or.
I love gathering groceries. Yes.
Oh,
I do that. But actually sometimes it's better if I send someone to get my groceries and not myself because usually I'll get double the amount and I don't need it and we never eat the food.
Yeah.
So I try not to go. I just try to make a list and I only get the essentials, like I try to, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely like my kids always tell me that I cook. I do. I always overcook.
Yeah.
Like because
Oh,
I
so
don't
you
like anybody.
overcook.
Yes, I don't want
Oh.
anybody hungry. So I always give them
That's
so much food
sweet.
since they were little, and they do remember that. I always like to have way extra food.
Yeah.
Like we had so much extra food. I had like this whole ham in my fridge. I finally threw it away because my kids
Yeah.
are like, "Oh my gosh, mom," and I'm like, "Okay," but I
Okay,
always
the
have
other
so much
question I
food.
have for you. Do you guys, when you're doing Thanksgiving, do you like leave the food out on the table? Like, you know how like you have like all the food, there's so many things going on. Like, do you leave it out on the table until everyone's done eating, then you put it back in? Because Court thinks he got food poisoning, okay? And we left all the food out and we're eating, but then dinner, took like an hour because we were talking, then we go get more, we come back, and it's like maybe the meat was left out too long and he got sick. He got so deathly sick. It was so scary. I almost had to take him to the emergency room. Yeah.
On Thanksgiving night.
The day after. It was so scary. Yeah. Almost had to take him to the emergency room. He was so sick.
I mean, I don't think you can get like, okay, so yes, with the turkey and the ham was out. We ate around, I don't know, 1,
yeah.
1:30, something like that. And then I finally put everything up around like 7 or 8 p.m.
Okay.
Like I just left it out because people kept grazing.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
people come back over and try to eat a
and
little
so
bit.
you
And
left it all out
Yeah.
and no one got sick later. Okay. So that's the thing. Then the next day I threw all the food out because I was scared maybe I left the food out too long. So I
Oh.
don't know. But anyway, he got really sick, but he's okay. He's okay now. But it was like really scary because, men are not the best to take care of when they get sick. At
Oh.
least, at least my husband is a
Oh.
very hard patient, and it was very, very hard. He's like, he doesn't want help. He doesn't want anyone to help him. Yeah, he's in total pain. Can I get you medicine? No, I'm fine. Okay. And it's like, oh my God, like I want to help, but then it's like, I can't help the right way. It's like, and then
Well, my ex-husband was my biggest baby.
yeah, moaning.
Can you get me water?
Yes, yes.
Can you get me this? Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, you would think like, I'm like, are you kidding me right
Yeah.
now? And when I've been like 10 times as sick as he
Yes,
is,
or us having
I'm
babies.
like, yeah, oh yeah. I remember after
Like-
had Isabella and he's supposed to go get me like a pain medicine.
Yeah.
The little shit went to go work out before going to go get my pain medicine.
No, he did not.
I swear to you. I was
Oh
so
my God.
mad at him.
Oh my
like,
God.
I was like, wait, you actually went to the damn
Yeah.
gym
Yeah.
after getting my pain medicine? That was a big situation.
Oh my God.
I did not let him live
Yeah.
that for
Yeah.
so long. And of course, you're like, after you have a baby, how you're
Yeah.
so hormonal
Yes.
and so sensitive. And my hormones were all over the place.
Oh, crazy.
Literally, he goes back and I'm like, I can't manage.
Yes.
I mean, he's just going, oh my God.
Yeah.
And this is one of their first fights, And
Right.
here I'm with a newborn baby and he's coming back. He's so excited. He's just a dad. And he brings my medicine. I'm like, you motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh
Like,
my
are you fucking
God.
kidding
Yes.
me?
Guys are just so different than
I know.
us.
And he's just like,
Yeah.
when what was the difference? I'm like, really? I
Yeah.
just had your fucking child and
Right.
I'm like in pain and
Right.
you want to go work
Right.
out.
I just don't
was-
feel like we, actually, I can't talk for everybody, but like, I just don't vocalize as much, like when I'm like really sick, I know I whine but I don't vocalize it as much and I'm not as needy. Right. But I have to say, my husband's an amazing nurse. That's one thing. He's an amazing nurse.
Well, not at
But
the
he's such a good nurse that he like compares himself to me. And then I can't ever please him when he's sick because he doesn't want any help. So then how do I help him? It's like, I can't win.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's an emotional drama.
So, but see, that's the thing with me. Like, I don't ask for help ever.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know me. I'm
Yeah,
super
no.
independent.
You do it all yourself.
I do everything myself. I don't ever ask for help. But when I ask for help, like if I need, like, I'm in a lot of pain, like I need my pain medicine.
Yeah.
Like that was going to be like, wait, I barely ask for anything. But the one time that I do,
Right.
like, please be there for me when I'm, when I only ask it very, very few times.
Well, and with all that drama that goes on, sometimes it's really nice to call a friend or talk to someone that you actually, can get advice from.
Yes.
So that actually kind of leads me into one of our ad sponsors today, which actually is Talkspace.
Oh, I
And
love Talkspace.
Talkspace is an amazing new app, guys. If you have not used Talkspace, you really need to log on to Talkspace just so you have it ready to go in case you need to get advice randomly, especially with the holidays. There's so much drama going on right now, and you really want that extra person that's neutral that you can talk to. Sometimes you don't always want to call your mom and, pull her down while she's at holiday shopping. You want to have a neutral person that you can talk to that's not going to like, hold the drama against you later.
Exactly.
So it's really, really great for everyone to have this, especially during the holidays.
I agree.
And mental health is a serious thing. Everyone needs to be very, cautious of it to take care of themselves. So it's a really, really great app, and you guys really should look into it.
Yeah, no, I completely agree, Cam. I mean, I'm really like obsessed with it. My daughter that has suffered from anxiety and things like that. And I actually have friends that I've told them about, and they say, oh my gosh, Kary, it's been a life-changing because, you talk to a therapist at any time. They can prescribe medication. They're licensed professionals.
And that's amazing. They can prescribe medication.
I know.
Like, that's amazing.
And the thing is, like,
saves a trick to the doctor.
And right now during the holidays, not a lot of people have time to like go see a therapist and spend all that money all the time. And then our time is so limited right now. Like my time is so limited. Sometimes the times that I need to talk to somebody are going to be like a really weird times after hours, or sometimes it's like at 1 a.m, like your mind sometimes starts going, like I feel like when I'm the most stressed or whenever there's something going on in me, like I am awake, I can sleep. Your mind is racing, and I think that is there is a time that you need to use Talkspace and just talk things through, because I know that after I talk to someone and just put it out there, I just feel so much better.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. You feel, it's like a relief.
Yeah.
You feel so much better getting stuff off your chest. So
yes, no, I thought 1,000%. So guys, if you need a little support to help you through the end of the year or want to start building towards a better upcoming year, Talkspace is here, to help you. What match with a licensed therapist when you go to Talkspace.com and get $100 off your first month with the promo code DoDallas. That's $100 off when you use code DoDallas at Talkspace.com.
Yay. Well, another funny thing, talking about holiday stuff, my dad and my mom are officially here in Dallas now, which I'm so excited about. But one thing I noticed actually that I totally forgot is where I get kind of like my, stiffler about manners and like stuff like that. I couldn't really remember through the years, like where it started.
Yeah.
Well, so when I was around my dad, we went to dinner the other night and I was like, eating my soup. And then he goes, Kameron, that's not the proper way to eat soup. And I was like, oh, I've been away from my dad so long that like some of my behaviors have like kind of like dropped off or like trickled away.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I actually forgot how to eat soup properly.
You go back.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
I
was,
don't
like,
do it. I know how to do it, but
my dad was like, nope. Mm-mm. And he's like, also, Kim, you've been slouching a lot lately. You need to kind of sit up a little bit more. And I was like, oh. I was like, oh, well, dad hasn't been around very much because dad's been out in California and now he's in Texas. So I'm going to see him all the time now. But it's just so funny because I'm like, that's where I got my stiffler about manners is my dad. And I couldn't figure out where I got it from. Like, I definitely think I got a little bit from my mom, a little bit from my grandma, but mostly it's from my dad. Isn't that funny? And I totally forgot through the years where it all came from. And it was from my dad. But speaking about the whole manner thing, when, we were in the house getting ready for like Thanksgiving, it reminded me, he kind of still corrects me like I'm his little girl still. And it's like, when do you like draw the line? When it's like, okay, I'm a grown adult now.
Yeah.
But then again, I like the advice because no one else is going to tell me that. It's not like court's going to be like, oh, you're eating your soup wrong, right? No one else is going to tell me that.
Yeah.
So it's like, I like the advice from my dad, but it's like, oh, my parents are going to be around more. They're going to put me in check more. Right.
Yeah.
So your parents don't live in Dallas, so you probably get away with stuff. But when you see your parents, do they ever kind of put you in check when you see them about stuff?
Oh, yeah. I mean, different stuff. But, they're always going to be like, your biggest, like they're always going to act like your parents.
Yeah.
I don't think no matter how old, like,
no matter what.
Me with my kids too, they're like in their 20s or whatever. And I still try to tell them like, well, what about that?
Yeah. That's true. So I guess it will always be there. But it's so funny because one time my dad came over and he, the gardener did not come that day. And there was a lot of situations outside in the grass. Okay. And he came over and was like, why is all this outside in the yard? And I was like, I don't know. Who cares? Someone will pick it up eventually. But before he came over this time, I was like, I'm gonna make sure that's picked up because he's gonna get on my case.
Yes.
Isn't that funny? Now that my parents are here, I'm like, I'm gonna have my back together.
Yes.
Watch my back.
Yes. Now you're gonna have to really like be on top of it.
I know, isn't that funny?
Yeah,
but now it reminded me like, okay, that's where all the manner stuff comes from is my dad.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Well, my daughters now, my older daughters, they're 23 and 21.
Yeah.
They now try to act like my parent. Like,
oh, yeah?
Yeah. Like, they're like, Mom. Oh. Like, because, we like, I can act like
trying to give you dating
advice. Teenagers sometimes. And yeah, they're like, Mom, like, X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, listen, I'm the adult here.
Yeah.
Like I get it. Now they think they're so mature.
Yeah.
But wait, the kids start growing up and then they think they know better than you.
Yeah.
No, and they try to give you advice. I'm like,
oh my goodness.
It's like funny. I'm like,
oh my goodness.
I'm like, no. Okay, calm down.
Yeah.
I think I've survived these years. I've raised you all like this. I got it under control.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Oh my God.
So it's funny.
It's
just
so,
wait.
I'm telling you though, like daughters, like this weekend, I love my baby girl, of course, to pieces, but she was so stressed out because she was doing the Rockefeller performance and had so many back-to-back recitals. I'm not recitals, but rehearsals, and was like so stressed, and then she just like, sometimes if like the mascara is not right. It's like the world ends.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And it's like, how do you stay calm? Because I know it's not about the mascara. Okay.
Yeah,
it's about just being stressed because of all the hours she's putting in. Right.
For sure.
It's not about the mascara. And I like tell her, I'm like, baby, you just gotta calm down. Take a deep breath. I know you're really stressed, but it's all going to be over tomorrow after the show. And then later she always eventually comes back and she's like, Mom, you're right. You know, it wasn't about the mascara. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, it's important
now,
that they
when they're
realize
older,
it.
do they still do that?
Oh gosh, just wait.
Or do they hold it?
Wait. You just wait till you experience a teenager.
See, I'm really scared.
Oh my god.
Because if I'm only middle school,
just
I
wait.
am like going to be over my head, Kary.
No, high school is a situation.
I'm like really scared.
I mean, and who knows? Maybe you won't have a tough teenager, but I had one really tough one. I had one pretty easy one.
Yeah.
And I had one in the middle. And Isabella, I'm not sure yet.
Yeah.
And Isabella is going to be interesting because she kind of has an attitude, whatever, but Isabella is more quiet. Where Olivia is more like, like very dramatic vocal, which I don't. Isabella is not. But she's gonna definitely have an attitude. But then it drives me crazy. Like,
we'll see.
Can it be like vocal? Can I get it in the middle?
What I'm scared about.
Oh really? Oh yeah, that was Olivia. Olivia was very vocal, and I was like, so
the vocal thing scares me. Yeah, because like I feel like when they talk to you, sometimes I try not to let it hurt my feelings. Right.
But now she apologized and they get over and it gets a lot better.
Yeah.
But then with Isabella though, it kind of drives me crazy too because I don't feel like I know what she's thinking or how she's feeling. Yeah. I'm like, how you doing? Fine.
And then you got to pull it out of her.
How was your day? Good.
Yeah.
I'm like, can you talk
That's
more
like my
than
little
one
boy.
word?
He's like more of an introvert, not vocal like that. So I have to pull it out.
Yes. And it drives me crazy because I'm such a talker.
Yeah.
Like you are too.
Right.
We want to express
you'll
ourselves.
know when I'm upset or you'll know when I'm mad.
Same.
Right?
Same.
It's like I can tell by the energy.
1,000%.
Yeah.
And so it's important to be able to communicate, right? And it just worries me about her that she just doesn't communicate much. I mean, I hear her being very vocal with her friends.
Right.
But with me, she doesn't, or her dad, or she just, doesn't say that much. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of teenager she's going to be.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm interested too, since you've already had the, extreme of both directions.
Yes. Well, and then my son, boys are so different.
Yeah.
Because I have 3 girls and then 1 boy, but boys are just not, they're just different.
Yeah.
So I had 2 girls that were completely opposite. So I'm going to be curious to see what my 3rd girl does.
Oh my goodness.
But anyway, well, I mean, I know that you're crazy busy. I'm crazy busy.
It's like craziest time of the year.
Yes. And
I haven't started Christmas shopping. Have you started Christmas shopping?
Oh, no. And I'm so stressed out about it because right now I'm just focusing on this trip to Miami.
Right.
So right after I come back, I'm going to be so overwhelmed.
Okay. On the plane, make your list.
Yes.
Okay. You'll sit there, make your list.
I have a list.
Okay. That's
that
good.
all my kids send me lists.
Oh, that's
right?
nice.
So then I have lists. So I just need to start ordering and I need to figure it out.
Well, you're lucky you have a list because you know what my little boy said? He said, there's no reason, Mom, to give you a list because Santa's going to bring me in everything and you don't need to bring me it. Santa will. I was like,
well, tell him to give Santa the list.
Yeah. So I'm like, and he goes, why would you need the list if you're not Santa? And I said, I'm not Santa. And he's like, you don't need the list.
Well, say, I'm like, give me the letter to mail to Santa.
He's too smart. He's too smart. Well, so then I said that too, but he goes, and we tried that last year and he like, he wouldn't let me look at it. He's like, if Santa's real, Santa's going to want what I want. So anyway.
Oh my God. Well,
so
you
it's
definitely
like lots
have
of drama.
You have your hands full. Well, I can't wait to talk to you next week after our basel. Can let you know how everything went and you see what your week goes by, I know. And
all the moms out there, hang in there. December is going to be the craziest month of the year and you're going to get through it. Okay. Don't feel like you have to have your tree put up this week just because I had mine put up. So
yeah, please don't feel that because I'm not going to have my tree for another 10 days. So
yes, I'm the extreme and I like to stress myself out until I fall over and start crying. So don't compare yourself to me.
Exactly. Don't be an overachiever.
Yes.
But
yes.
Anyway, guys, well, thank you so much for joining us. And, I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Happy holidays, everyone. And we will see you soon.
Yes. We'll see you next week.